All right, YouTube. It is Tuesday, the 27th of December. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. It's about 11:30 at night. And just for those of you who don't know, my wife and I both work what we call second shift. We work 3 to 11, and so that's why we get to come out here and work on the car some late at night instead of the afternoons. But it's all the same, really, as far as the times. Just what you get used to. But wanted to make a little video and bring you along. Tell you what we have been doing a little bit along when we have some time. We left off with the tail panel fitment issues, and we've done a little work on that and done a little prepping, and we went ahead and put a second coat of epoxy in the trunk and on the cross rail, and we put a coat over the repair we made on the end of the quarter on the passenger side, and we doubled up inside the deck filler panel and the package tray and out to the package tray extension areas. We are coated pretty well in there. Don't think we'll have to do anything else in there as far as rust protection epoxy. But we kind of jumped the gun a little bit on the tail panel. We thought we had it ready, and we really didn't. And what we done is we had it in, we spotted it in a couple of places, and you can see where we drilled back out to do a couple more things, and we think we've got it about ready. So we're going to work away at that a little bit. We're going to fit it another time or two tonight and just see where we end up with, and hopefully if things go well, we'll be able to button this thing up this weekend. I just want to make sure that I've got all my T's crossed and my I's dotted before we pull the trigger again, which we're glad we didn't get too far, but we just had a couple things we needed to change. We did have the tail panel spotted in just on the tops, had it bolted in the bumper bracket areas, and we actually fit the trunk and gap alignment things, as far as I could tell, look really good. I'm pretty happy with all of it. Couple of things we got for Christmas. We got us some stands we've been needing, and we got some various hand tools and things. We appreciate that from Santa Claus. So, but we got the trunk here. We're gonna try to use this one. We don't know exactly what we're gonna get into yet, so we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. Maybe it won't be too terribly bad. We're gonna try to sandblast this on the outside, and if we don't, we'll just do it the hard way. We'll strip it down and go from there and see what it looks like. But again, the tail panel, we did some work around these ends. We got those hooked areas off and out of the way, and you can see where we've been rubbing in there with pretty tight fitment. So hopefully, again, fingers crossed, we're going to fit it one more time. And I know we got a little bit of work to do in this area right here. We want to do some straightening, so and maybe take that edge down just a little bit, as that quarter panel did not have that little inset area. But we got a plan. We hope it works, and we'll bring you along. All right, YouTube, just bringing you along as we go. Made some adjustments on the tail panel and the quarters. Just a few little nitpicky things, not much to show. Just some slight cuts and bends to get that tail panel in and fitting really close. Real happy. We took the bumper down and wiped it off and blew the spider webs out of the back of it. And that bumper might be the best thing on this car. I'm hoping with some polish and the right kind of stuff, we won't have to re-chrome that. There's a little bit of surface rust on the inside of it. It's not too terribly bad. We may blast that out, knock that out, and put a coat of paint on the inside of it or something. But hopefully that's going to be good. And we're really liking the way it's fitting. And on that last video that I put up, I had asked some questions about this new tail panel and that hooked area that was on each end, and I came to the conclusion that that was a part of the stamping, maybe something in that die area that caused that little hook. I was able to get some pictures and some video from some folks that kind of made my mind up on that, and it kind of steered me in the direction that I would go with those issues. And I want to thank Russ at Double R. Sent me some great pictures on email of his 72 before he took the tail panel off. It looked like he had the spot well holes drilled and was ready to come off with it. And much smarter than I am, he took a lot of pictures. But I did have issues with this car in that the old tail panel had been put back in and it was incorrect. So I'm not sure how much I could have got out of pictures that had I taken them. But I want to thank Russ at Double R. I want to thank Mark, Faster Cat. Mark went out his way to do some video for me, inside and out. I got a lot out of that. And Chris Mansker, I hope I'm saying that name right, Chris. Chris had subscribed a while back. And Chris was kind enough to go out in the snow and video. I believe he said it was a 70, which I'm sure is exactly like this one. A car that his son owns that they're going to be restoring. And I just want to thank everybody for their help and the pictures and the emails. And Chris, man, I tell you, that's a lot of snow that was on the ground in that video. And here in deep South Georgia, we don't get anything like that. I mean, we get snow maybe once every 10 years, and we're lucky if it's anything that even sticks. So it's really a rare occasion that we see any snow. So I do appreciate that you take the time to get out there in that and video that car for me. So just wanted to thank everybody. We're going to cut this video here. We'll try to show more progress as we go as far as what we do and how we do it. It's just kind of hard with one person having to fit, test fit, refit, and make modifications. But I'm sure that folks down the road that might do this probably won't have the issues that I've had in that we replaced lower quarter panels on one side, not the other. We had all kind of issues with the quarter panel on the passenger side there, and we trying to put the whole deck filler panel, package tray, all that stuff comes into play as you get back toward the back. But again, I want to thank everybody that takes the time to watch these videos and listen to me babble. And we're getting close to getting the back end of the car wrapped up. This weekend should do it, hopefully. We're going to have about 3 days to work on it. We're going to get the tail panel buttoned up. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to mount the trunk lid, trunk deck, and weld those hinges in on that package tray or deck filler panel. And then put some weather stripping in there and make sure everything fits good. And the last thing I think we'll have to do is to remount the trunk catch area just inside there where the gas tank spout hole is. So we'll obviously have to have that. But hopefully that'll wind up the back end of the car. We got plenty more to do. And hopefully once we get those hinges put on that deck filler panel, we can go ahead and spray the inside of the trunk with the Raptor liner. We've got that sitting here ready to go. So again, thank everybody for watching, subscribing, commenting, like, and all that good stuff. And we're going to try to get out here again tomorrow night maybe and do a little more. And then the weekend, hopefully, we'll get a bunch done. So thank you, everybody, and Happy New Year.